Dit is Marianah Lourens, Kuns in Vermaak. Yes, Marianah Lourens with art and entertainment. And once again, I am here in the green room with one crazy China. That is so nice, Lee, to have you back. We haven't chatted for a couple of years, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a long time, so thanks very much for having us or having me back on your show. I think we did it pre-COVID days. So
yes, it was pre-COVID. So that means it's more than 3 years ago, 4 years ago. Yeah, you can say.
A lifetime.
Yes, it is. And in the meantime, you and Brendon have been up to lots of tricks.
Yeah, we have.
Because in your shows, and now, of course, you're having your double Bluff. And it is soon, because it's a few days' time.
Yes, it is. I'm really looking forward to it.
It's actually quite a few shows because you have one on Saturday, the 17th, Sunday, the 18th, Wednesday, 21st, Friday, 23rd, and Saturday you have two shows, the 24th, at 2 p.m. and 8 p.m.
Yes, that's correct.
And the others are all different times so people can actually choose.
Yeah, we've got a lot of them are sort of in the afternoon and then evening, and then we've got two different venues. So we'll be doing it at the Athenaeum, the little theatre, and then as well as the Savoy Theatre.
So we can be right here at the little theatre and the Savoy, and they're both nice venues.
Yes, they are. They're brilliant venues.
I can remember, was it at the National Arts Festival in Makanda when you almost shot yourself in the head?
I got shot in the head at the National Arts Festival in Makanda. That was in 2019.
Yes, that was then.
But we also did, I think you may have seen us the year before at the Savoy, 2018.
Yeah, no, but I was there but when the shot in the head happened.
Okay.
I was at that show.
Okay.
And I nearly died.
Well, so did I, but I didn't, thankfully.
Yeah.
But
praise God.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm so glad to the Lord that you're still here with us.
No, it is. I mean, I've still got the scar.
Yeah.
I still see it and things.
But I mean, it could have been different. It could have been right in the middle of your forehead.
Yeah, I mean, that's where it's aimed. If
you aimed.
Yeah.
It was aimed. The arrow was aimed there, and then you've got to undo yourself.
Yes.
Somewhere. And I'm not going to give that away what you do because you may be doing it again.
Yeah, I mean, we keep it for the really good big events and things like that. So we've done it. We got invited to do it on so many of the TV shows for BGT. Now recently they got Talent All Stars. That was filmed last year. So yeah, that accident and a sort of stunt has led us onto all of these other international TV shows.
Okay, so this is what I want to ask you as well, among many other things, about your national TV invites, because you've been invited to something I saw on Facebook.
Yeah, we've been invited. Well, we were invited to take part in Penn Teller Fool Us.
Yes.
And that's going to be airing. It comes out in America on the CW network the 16th of February. So our episode airs the 16th. It's their season 10, episode 12.
What's it called?
Penn Teller Fool Us. Yeah.
Penn and Teller.
Yeah, those
and Teller.
Those magicians who we used to see them on TV back in the day.
And they're American.
Yes.
And this is going to air on American TV.
Yes, it is.
And it's opening on the 16th.
Yeah.
Which is also now. No.
Yeah, it is. Just the day of the festival when it starts. But the nice thing about Penn Teller Fool Us is they've been doing it for 10 seasons. It's a showcase for all magicians from around the world. They give them opportunity to try and fool them with a trick or a stunt. So we were invited to take part in it. We filmed it last year, so we've had to keep quiet for a very long time until it gets aired. As soon as it airs, then we're going to be uploading it so people can check out and see how we did on the show.
And because now they've actually put it out in the media.
Yes.
And it's happening. Did you have to audition, or have they been watching you? Have they been?
You do apply, so you send through.
They've been stalking you.
Well, so with some of the TV shows, we were always headhunted with all of the Got Talents. So with like Britain's Got Talent, Romania's Got Talent, they come to us and they ask us to take part. So we didn't actually strictly audition as such. But with the Penn and Teller, then they have an open casting, so you send through the effect that you feel can fool Penn and Teller. This is actually like years in the making. So it took us 2 years to actually get onto the show. Because of COVID, we weren't allowed to travel and things like that. So thankfully, we were able to finally go over, and then we filmed it last year.
So that's done. It's in a can and it's going to screen.
Yes.
But now your other shows have been in other parts of the world, have you?
Yeah, with the Britain's Got Talent.
Yes,
and
it's Britain's Got Talent.
Yes. And then we had Romania's Got Talent.
Romania's Got Talent.
Yeah, it was very, very strange. Once we were on BGT, then we got invited to take part in so many of the other Got Talents. Unfortunately, with COVID, we got locked down, so we weren't allowed to travel. I mean, we got invited by Germany's Got Talent, Italy's Got Talent, Czech's Got Talent. But unfortunately, with the visa situation, then only select ones we were able to apply and then actually get granted a visa. But thankfully, we were able to do like literally one every year, almost.
Yes, in another country. And that's so exciting for us here because you guys are our boykies.
Yes, we try and represent as much as we can.
And we've been watching you and got to know you all so well. And of course, I know your Uncle Roger very well.
Ah, yes.
Yes. And Brendon and you, we've been following you wherever we can. And I'm so proud of you guys.
Oh, thank you.
I'm sure your parents are very proud of you.
Yes, they are. I mean,
well.
they
can't believe it.
Yeah.
Sorry, Brendon can't be with us today,
unfortunately.
but he's going to be here.
Yes, he will.
In 3 days' time, because he's going to be with you on the show. And you're calling it the Great Bluff?
The Double Bluff.
Double Bluff.
An extreme magic show.
Now, Afrikaans people may be thinking that you're barking.
No, Double Bluff is just a nice little play because just with, I guess with swindlers and things like that, they double bluff you, but we like that sort of, because we have a nice little banter, we always have nice fun on the show and things. The whole thing is it's a nice extreme magic show. So we're going to be doing extreme magic, my craziness, Brendon's mentalism and things like that, and we're combining it very much like we did with the sort of carnival sideshow, but just a step higher than that with craziness.
Yes, and of course, where the crazy China comes in, one crazy China, that is just your trade name.
Yes, it is.
Because of your heritage as well.
Yeah, because I'm half Chinese, and so, my stage name is Li Lau, and then it's, just the add-on is one crazy China, because people, when they see what I do, it sort of sticks in their mind.
Yes, and of course, Li are Kun, so Chinese that you can't run away from it at all. What I want to ask you is, whatever got you? Because I don't think I ever got to ask you that question. I know I asked Brendon, because the last time you couldn't be here and I was alone with him.
Yeah.
And that was so sad, and I'm so glad now the two of us are alone together now. What got you into this crazy business?
The crazy business of magic. Well, I've always loved magic since I was growing up. I used to love watching actually Penn and Teller, the magicians, they, along with David Copperfield and things like that. They were great inspirations. I used to love watching their TV show specials in the 90s. But I loved using the mind, especially sort of problem solving wise, for escapes, because I primarily sort of started off doing escapology, or the art of escape. So I love watching things like A-Team and MacGyver, how they use their mind to get out of a locked situation. This was pre-internet days, so I never knew that escapism is still a thing. So I used to, get tied up, sort of do escapes and things. But it wasn't until I actually lived in the UK for several years that I got in contact with a few other magicians, learned some more things. I learned things like sideshow, which is essentially like eating fire, walking on broken glass, those type of stunts. And then I combined it together with escapism and then with sort of mentalism and magic. And then I created my own sort of style of daring, bizarre magic. But it wasn't until 2012 when I had the opportunity to first perform. It was actually a neighbor who asked me, they had a speaker that cancelled for one of the animal welfare club meetings. And they said that they know I do magic. Would I mind just filling in and doing something? And then since then, I sort of got the bug to perform more and more. And so, it's almost 12 years now that I've been performing. My actual background's criminology, so I actually used to work with...
This is what I want to ask you, because I see you studied criminology at varsity.
I did. I got my BA specialized in criminology, and I used to work for an organization called the DNA Project, where we actually spearheaded the campaign for the changing of legislation, how crime scenes are treated, especially in particular DNA evidence. They sort of ran it for 10 years, but then they closed their doors because we met all our goals. And then that's when I decided to then leave that and then do magic full time. So I'm a full time performer as a escape artist, as a sideshow performer, and as a magician.
I just want to say here that the sound effects here at the Little Theatre, of course, is always in the background, because being just 3 days away from opening the festival, all people are preparing, the place is quite full. So we're actually quite blessed to find this quiet-ish corner, but we'll still have the sound effects from outside. But what I wanted to say to you about the DNA and also escapism and a lot of things about what you and Brendon do, it's actually very real. I mean, you really have to escape out of that jacket or chains or whatever you have. But it is a learned thing. Not anyone can do it.
No.
And you have to actually work very hard.
Yes, it's taken me years. I mean, a lot of these stunts that I do, especially with escapes, you learn how to pick locks, you learn how to free yourself from the restraint, especially under a time situation. Things like fire eating, eating glass, things like that, they are skills that you have to learn. It's not without danger. It's all very, very dangerous. I just learned how to do it safer than somebody who doesn't. There is a risk of me getting burnt, and I have burnt myself before. I have cut myself. And then obviously, like with the escape with the crossbow.
You've got the scar on your head.
Yes, I got the scar from that. So I like the realism of it and the challenge of that, and sort of just, blending it together with what Brendon does, because we have two different styles of magic, and we found that it's worked very nicely because it puts us in a whole new, unique, sort of niche
and it makes your show versatile.
Yes, it does.
It's not just one oak.
Yeah.
It's two, and there are two dynamics there. Because he's doing the thing with the numbers. I mean, to me, that's always so fascinating.
I mean, he does all the mentalism parts and all traditional magic as well.
Yeah.
So he'll be sort of, trying to read your mind or trying to influence you psychologically.
And he does.
And he does.
He does, but there is method to that, and that I always admire you guys so much. And what I wanted to ask is the thing about traveling now. Is there anything on the cards? Because now that your thing is being screened in America, maybe people will see you. And who knows?
Yeah, who knows? I mean, we always are in contact with people overseas and things like that. I can't say for certain, or I can't say just yet what the cards hold for overseas travel. I know Brendon, he's doing the cruise line, so he's got a cruise line lined up, a few of them for this year. And then in terms of just shows that we're doing, we're sort of going to be doing sort of a national level of shows. So we'll be doing things in Cape Town, as well as Joburg, Durban.
All over like you've been doing. And you guys are on Facebook. That's where grannies find you there.
Yes, on Facebook.
Grannies and grandpas are on Facebook. We don't know all the other Instagram and TikTok and stuff.
Yeah.
But where else can they find you?
Well, we can find us on Instagram as well. We've got a YouTube channel. We have separate ones. We're going to be sort of creating a new one just specifically for our duo act, for us to upload the video of Penn Teller when it does air.
So what do you call your YouTube?
It'll be Peel and Lau.
Peel and Lau.
Yes, okay. just our surnames. But we will share that on our social medias. But otherwise, you can find us separately. Brendon's on Facebook, Instagram, and so am I. And with Brendon, it's just Brendon Peel Magic. And for me, it's just One Crazy China.
But that you all find wherever you look on Facebook.
Yeah, on the social medias.
Yes, if you just write Brendon Peel, then it'll come up. And if they just write Li Lau, and it's L-I.
Yes, L-I.
L-I and L-A-U. Or the Crazy China.
Yeah.
That's so easy. And they can book for the shows just by also going to Facebook or...
Yeah, you can, or you can visit directly the Mandela Bay Arts Festival website.
Yes.
And then you'll be able to find the ticket links on there too.
In fact, if you go to the Mandela Bay Festival, or Art Festival, I think it is, then you get all the shows,
Yes.
and you get how to book, and everything is there. And then I just want to repeat, it's Saturday 17, Sunday 18, Wednesday 21st, Friday 23rd, Saturday 24th. There are 2 shows, and they're all different times, like 4:30 or 8:30. So you can choose your time. If you can't make it in the afternoon, you can go on a day when it's in the evening. And on Saturday, if you can't make it at 2 p.m., you can make it 8 p.m.
Yes.
So then that's not so far away. And I want to thank you so much. And I want to just wish you and Brendon all the blessings.
Thank you.
And just keep shining.
We'll try our very best to keep
You're
shining through.
for us. You're our homeboykies. And I'm so proud of you. This
thank you.
Granny Marianah is so proud of you.
Thank you very much. And thank you very much for having us on the show again. And yeah, we look forward to seeing you guys again. And just sharing all the latest news when it does come out.
Yes, keep in touch
We
and
will do.
watch this space.
Yes,
we'll
watch
tell
the
them,
space.
hey?
Yes.
So be blessed and go well.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's Li Lau, and he's one crazy China, and he's going places. So it's time for me, Marianah Lourens, and Art and Entertainment to say goodbye. Ja, Marianah Lourens en Kuns en Vermaak wat nou groet met Arrivari.